Hello everybody, welcome to Rise of Patience. Well, these days live games are not that successful just because Steam is screwing everybody over. So I'm back with a recorded gameplay. So let's start. This is a standard 1 versus 1 between Kage and Redbul. And Kage here is here as Indians and Redbul is here as Lakota. And to all the viewers, I want to tell you that Lakota is, at least from my perspective, the best civilization Redbul plays as. So, I mean, he always booms really hard with Lakota, and at the same time, he keeps raiding so much that the opponent cannot come back. And on the other side, we have Kage with Indians. Indians are also a nice booming civilization, and their elephant raids are also hard to beat. So, one of the strong determinants of who's going to be ahead is obviously going to be the ruin bonuses that each player gets in the beginning of the game. Lakota are supposed to get a lot more ruins than any other civilization, just because their villagers don't have to work and in the farms. They can be easily sent out towards this for scouting, and they will be still making that +4 food income for the player. So it's normal to see 7 to 8 villagers scouting if you have Lakota. There comes the early city from Kage, and Red Bull has placed the city right in front. Whether or not this is a good idea, I cannot tell at this point because it's too much in the front, and Red Bull is clearly safeguarding this whole big wood line for himself. At the same time, there'll be a long caravan route from his first city to the second city, which will be prone to raiding. So let's find out how that works out. Yellow has so far. Let's see what Yellow knows. So yeah, Kage does not know about salt here. Salt is an awesome rare, as I've told multiple times. Obsidian is going to be helpful for him if he's making a lot of archers, and it's common to see a lot of archers with Indians just because they get extra wealth income out of caravan trade. He's got copper. I will not expect him to be using that. And this gems is going to be interesting because since Lakota is so close to him, he's going to need that gems to do some border push. Because of the city, Kage is also forced to build his next city somewhere here, and this seems to be the perfect spot for another city just because there is a wood line right here. Kage is really lucky that he is not crunched on wood. He's got 5 here. This is probably a 4 wood. This is a 3, and this is a 6. So he should be fine throughout this game. Although not as good as what Red Bull has here. Red Bull's got a +8 right off the bat. So Kake has already aged. He does not have.
Yeah, it may be
So
slow, but
that's
I'm ahead of
because
you, huh,
he
Charlie?
did not get a second woodcutter camp. He's just getting it now. I wonder what could be the reason for aging so fast, because unless he is going to raid him. Oh, he's going for a Civic too. This is not the typical game that I see, because as I've told multiple times, Lakota are really good at raiding. So by going Civic 2, Kage is actually making himself prone to all those raids. I'm glad Kage actually found out that salt. Let's look at Red Bull's territory. Red Bull has got this citrus. So with any other civilization, you would not see the players going for citrus, but Red Bull is, just because Lakota, they really need food rares, even if it's citrus. That's a bad decision. Red Bull has forgotten about this caravan. Okay, he just noticed that. Red Bull has got furs here, a great rare, and he got wool. Wool is awesome with Lakota, just because Lakota players are always making more and more. They're always making more and more villagers, so wool is going to help them. This is a great great maneuver, but Red Bull, he has got a tower on his gems. This is one of the best thing about Lakota, that they can build anywhere outside their territory. So he has got this gem safeguarded, and he also has a stable coming. Now this is a weird place for a position for a stable, but if the stable stays there, then he can constantly raid by using that. However, Kage has gone for a very strange city position. And, well, it would have been strange before, but no more, because Kage knows about all of these. All Kage needs to do is get his senator out and raid first. First bribe the stable, and then he can go and bribe this tower. That's an excellent move. Red Bull does not know all the rares that he has. He does not know about Cotton, and so Cotton is not going to be game changer at this point. So no worries. Both of them have at least noticed the best rares in their territory, which is what I am concerned about. Red Bull has started his elephant raids. Elephants are weak against bowmen, but not so weak. So you would still need at least 2 bowmen at a particular range if you want to make use, or like if you want to get the elephant down. I don't know where he's going. Is he? He's going. He's taking a detour for the main city. Kage has got a light horse in time. Good move. So that's what I was talking about. Lakota are really good at all of that, and so Red Bull has destroyed the tower because he knows he's gonna lose that. I wonder if he's also going to destroy the stable. As I told you, that Archer is according to the guide of Rise of Nations. Yes, it is a weakness for elephants, but not if they are not in a range. If they're close, archers are going to be impaled by these elephants. Red Bull is not playing like he normally does. He just lost a light horse. That's not good, man. He's playing really defensively. Well, I do understand one of the reasons is that he just lost his stable. He just lost that tower, and he's going to lose more than that now. Look at that one elephant destroying that hoplite, and he's probably also going to take down these archers. Let me tell you, if you can't see it, that those hoplite hits are hardly affecting the elephant at all. There goes Red Bull trying to bribe them. And a really nice play by Kage so far. He has not gone extra military just because he doesn't need to. So it's clear that Kage does not know about. Oh, he just saw that stable. Yeah, and he's going to bribe that. Thanks, Red Bull. Your what is that thing called? Suka Wakan. Just expose your own stable, and he's not looking at this place where his villagers are being killed. Oh, he's gonna lose that. He just gave 100 wealth, or did he not? Because I don't see 100 wealth in Red Bull's treasury. Maybe Kage just deleted it right before it was too late. Kage has not started using salt. This is a great technique because he does not even have a barracks here. He doesn't need to start using salt because Red Bull is going to be constantly trying to raid that. The salt's value lies in its benefit of the plus 15% income, and not in the resource value. The wood and the metal are not that useful. The elephant raids are clearly overpowered. He has kept Red Bull on his toes all this time. I don't know why Red Bull is not trying to drive this. And somehow Red Bull is still using the gems. They both have kind of similar economies. Red Bull is a little ahead, at least in the wood. He has found out about the cotton, and Red Bull is now. It looks like he is in a good shape. It's usually difficult to get a high food income with Lakota initially, just because you have to spam a lot of villagers and a lot of horses. He has got these ranged cavalry archers in infinite queue, so that he can keep making them. That means more army for him and more food for him as well. Meanwhile, I think the senator is trying to go there to probably bribe that tower, but he won't find the tower. He will find the gems though. Kage does not have a good metal income. He's concentrating only on. Yeah, right. He's concentrating only on food right now, which is not a bad idea. If you got more food, you easily have like you can make more villagers to get all the rest of the resources. So there's nothing wrong with that. He has this +6 metal here, +5 metal here, and this is also +6 metal. It's not that bad for him, but that's going to hurt Red Bull. I mean, Kage. That's a single barracks. He has all these things garrisoned in there. Just lost a caravan. Meanwhile, Red Bull is continuing to come with more of his units, and that's nice. Kage is also raiding behind there in 2 places. I actually don't know how. Oh, so militia seems to be good against elephants. That's actually strange because I thought militia are supposed to be really weak because they more resemble like heavy infantry, and heavy infantry are supposed to be weak. I mean, the elephants are weakness of heavy infantry. Oh man. Indians are seriously overpowered in this way that they get free elephant upgrades. And elephants are already strongest units in this game, and the free upgrades just make them really difficult to. I mean, yeah, look at those 4 elephants. Those 4 elephants are easily enough to get rid of that entire army. Their arrow fires don't affect them as much. Red Bull just lost his senator. And as I've repeatedly said, it's very common to see an Indian player get more archers just because of the excess wealth they have. They both are still on equal footing. Kage has a little bit edge because of the extra knowledge, and he has an extra science research. Kage has not raided the corner rare so much. And one of the things that I believe they get, yeah, so this is what I was talking about, iteration research. Since none of the players have the spot, so it's not a bad idea to go get. Oh, he lost his senator again. Finally, he has the iteration, so it's going to be a little easier to beat Kage in his own territory. Now I see why Red Bull wants to keep making these heavy archers, horse archers, just because It's because they're automatically upgraded like Indian elephants, and they also provide plus 4 food. But these horse archers are not the best units to be a part of the army, because they're only good for raiding, and they can take down some heavy infantry, but no, nothing else. They're weak against horses. Actually, any other unit they're weak against. Kage is doing really well at this point. He's denied him so much of wealth then with these elephant raids. And since Red Bull is investing in heavy horses, heavy cavalry, it's going to make it difficult for him to get past the science research. Kage already has enough to go gunpowder age. This does not look good for Red Bull. I remember I did say that this is his best game. Red Bull. I've never beaten Red Bull's Lakota because he's just too good at it. But Kage seems to be holding up really well. Heavy cavalry is one of the strongest units in this game after elephants, but they also need a significant amount of wealth to make and to research. So this easily puts Red Bull a little back, unless he can make use of these heavy cavalry. That's not a good idea. And look at those elephant fires. They're so strong, and I mean, this is such an overpowered unit in this game. Red Bull is struggling to get his wealth income to 100, while Kage is doing really nice here. Not in wood, but everything else seems to be fine. And he is aging. He's aging to gunpowder age. He's going to have those gunpowder elephants as soon as he reaches the gunpowder age, and he can do some more raids. One of the easy counters for elephants is going to be spies, but Red Bull does not have enough metal so far to get a castle down, while Kage has invested in a castle. A good decision there. He also has enough knowledge to go and get a monarchy upgrade. Red Bull just knocked down Kage's siege workshop, which I believe was an excellent tactic. He made sure that Kage is delayed in attacking Red Bull now. There goes another elephant to raid. Red Bull still does not have a castle. They both are trying so much to raid each other. Finally, Red Bull decides to get a castle down. Red Bull doesn't even know what is this side, and he's lucky that it's just copper, so he's not missing out anything important. I wonder when he's going to get the monarchy research done. So it won't hurt if he gets a tower right here as well, because this woodline has been raided far too many times. There comes an explorer, and another good choice by Kage, because when you have elephants, your game can be completely turned upside down if your opponent spams spies. So as I said, Kage's woodline has been raided a lot. This woodline particularly, it won't be a bad idea to get a tower. I hope he gets it. He is going for 4th military. Red Bull is still not ready with the castle. And meanwhile, the elephant raids are constantly harassing him. Oh man, look, they are such strong units. There comes the bombard cannon research from Kage. He has not been able to boom as well as he should have just because of constant raids by Red Bull. But I will say the same thing for Red Bull, that he has not been able to boom as much. He seriously needs to get this castle completed sooner. I wonder if this castle should have been here, but if it was here, it would be a better defensive building. But at the same time, it was here, it would be hindered by the elephants. I'm having a hunch that Kage is going to launch a full-scale attack when he reaches Enlightened Age. Well, finally, when he gets his castle, these elephant raids are going to be less of a problem because he will be able to spy the spy. Is he going to get spy first or tactics first? Here comes another barracks from him. Commerce research here. Kage is still not using this woodcut line. His eco is not as good as it should be, but his wealth is just too good. So the Indian economic bonus is plus 15 caravan income, but I seriously doubt if it's more. I think it's more than plus 15% because yeah, I'm sure it's more than 15%. This place right here is such a nice spot for raiding, and Kage might as well put a tower here. He has the metal for it. That's a decent army from Red Bull. The only problem is that the bulk of this army is those ranged cavalry, which are not as good. They look like they're a lot, but the only thing they would be good at to assassinate the monarch. I wonder if he's gonna do that. Oh, that's a big army. Kage seriously needs to go back. Red Bull has picked up the game really well. And there was a point when I thought Kage has got it. He had the advantage in every way possible. But Red Bull seems to be back in the game. He's got a nice economy. I wonder why Kage is not getting these villages out. He needs to boom a little bit. Kage has got the advantage in his in the armor bonus. Red Bull has not gone for the extra military, while Kage has it. That's also a nice tactic. He was using his siege to inflict blast damage right here. The siege damage in Rise of Nations is not as good as Age of Empires. Age of Empires is really nice. It's really cool, but it still does some damage. So if you have equal armies and you are using your siege to attack the center of his army, you're going to win that fight. So luckily, Kage fought it off. One of the reasons he could do it was his extra armor that he has got, and because Kage has been constantly raiding him behind. Oh, Red Bull forgot to turn them into militia, so they are not doing any damage right now. A lot of Red Bull's villagers are dying just because they're running around from those elephants. Alright, finally Kage has got his eco back. A good move by him. And the thing is, Red Bull has first, so he should be getting this military level 4 upgrade much sooner than Kage, but I think he's either forgotten how important that upgrade is, or he is not just keen on it at this point. Kage is going to be age 5 very, very soon. Look at that, just those 2 elephants and all this army, and they're still not dying. Right. Kage just needs to go to Enlightenment Age, and I think Red Bull will call it GG. Red Bull has only a scout, so it's going to be much easier to drive his units than Kage's. Kage has got, oh god, Kage's Explorer died as well. Red Bull seriously needs to get his spice. He is getting spice. Kage needs to get this Enlightened Age upgrade done. He is too late on that. I mean, your knowledge should be the limiting factor when you're not aging. He already had the knowledge, but he was not. He is reluctant to buy more food to get to enlightenment age first. Meanwhile, Red Bull is not close to enlightenment age. He really needs to get this military upgrade. Thanks to Fur, but he's not doing that. I think he's getting complacent here. He is assuming that he's already got the game just because he has a nice economy there. He has forgotten that his wealth is a disaster at this point. He has a caravan missing and he's not using sulfur. Redbul finally manages to get an elephant ride. And the moment Red Bull sees that he goes enlightenment, either he's going to rush into that city or he is going to call GG. He's not. He thinks he can fight that. That's quite optimistic.
You the man.
Alright, so Red Bull calls, he says, well played. And let's see if it was indeed the ruins. Yes, it was. Kage got a lot more ruins, and I've said it multiple times in a lot of my previous casts that the ruins in the beginning makes all the difference. Thanks to those early ruins, Kage could get this city down. He bribed his stable, got that gems back. So because of that, Red Bull, it turned out Red Bull's stable was just a waste. His tower was also just a waste of resources, and that also let Kage raid Red Bull earlier with those elephants. So it all culminates into what we're seeing right now. The starting of the game is a major factor and a deciding point for who's going to win in the end, assuming both the players are evenly matched. So this was a great game on both the sides. This is honestly one of the first times when I've seen Red Bull lose with Lakota in a 1 versus 1, and that's it. I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye bye.